Okay, in the last class, we were discussing about integration related JSON.
Yes.
And we have seen about JSON generator, a class related methods, okay, and the JSON parser. How can we convert Apex, variables, Apex data into JSON format and reverse those things we have seen. Okay. So today let's see about handling the HTTP request with the JSON response. So in integrations, so whenever we did the Apex callout, okay, whenever we did the Apex callout to the other API, third-party API, anything which is not related to Salesforce, okay, then that application will give the response in the JSON format. So how to handle that response and do the activity in Salesforce. Okay, so that is what we are going to do today. So for that, so I have created one API. Okay, this one. So this is the API endpoint. First time maybe it is taking time.
Okay.
Okay, see here. So this is the URL that I'm going to use, and this is the response. Whenever we hit this URL from Salesforce Apex, the response is this one, JSON. Okay, this is the response. So let us make a request to this callout and receive this response and do some activity in Salesforce. Let's see. Okay, I'm creating a class. Okay, this is the name I'm giving. So here, the public static. Get response. Okay, nothing we are passing, no parameters. Endpoint. So this is the URL. HTTP, new HTTP. HTTP request. Request equal to HTTP request. So request set endpoint. Endpoint is in this variable. Then after set method type is a get method. Then p dot then request. HTTP response you will receive. So whenever you send the request, you will get the response that is handled by HTTP response class variable. And then string response body equal to response dot get body. Okay.
Okay.
So let us display this response received. Okay, that's all. Let's see. So this is the class. So this is a static method. To call the static method, class name is enough. Unauthorized endpoint. Okay. So whenever you are hitting the endpoint, that should be added to the remote site settings first. We have a setting called remote site settings. Okay, here you need to add that. Okay. API endpoint. Any name you can give. That's it. Now we have added this URL to the remote site settings. Then after HTTP variable. So using the HTTP variable, we are making a request. We are sending the request. So while sending the request, you need to specify what is the endpoint and what type of request it is. Endpoint is this. To that endpoint, we are sending the get request. Then you will get the response. That response you are checking the body. get body. Then it will display the response. So this is how you can integrate with make a call out to the other system. Okay, see here, response received. This is the response.
Yes.
Okay. So then there are some other APIs available. Postal API. Postal API. Okay. So this is the API. This is the API. Get post offices details, search by postal pin code. If you pass the postal pin code to this API, it gives the so whatever the post offices with that. Let us see. Okay, 502032. So these are the post offices details, circle, region, division, like that. Okay, you can see here. So this is the JSON format. So this has a list of 8 post offices. So this is one post office details. This is other one, like that. Okay. Aminpur. These are the post office names.
Okay.
Now let us take only names and display in Salesforce. So another class I am taking. Make call out to postal API. Okay, postal API. So for that, so this is the URL. That is the URL. So here, pin code I will pass from, parameter string pin code. Okay, this pin code I'll pass from the parameter like this. Then after, same type of method is as per the documentation. Here in this is the documentation, API documentation. In the API documentation, they have provided this is get method, and you need to pass the pin code. Okay, so as per the guidelines given in the documentation, you have to pass details. HTTP post method, get method mostly we will use. Here it is get method. So we have specified get method and then endpoint. This is the endpoint. While calling this, we'll pass the pin code. Thereafter, we'll receive the response. Then, so we need to display we need to take only names from the response that we received. So after getting the response body, then what I am doing, system dot JSON. So from JSON to Apex data. So that is deserialization equal to JSON dot create parser. Create parser method I will use. To this, it takes the parameter body, okay, from which the parsing should be generated. So while jp dot next token not equal to null, okay, jp dot next token if okay, in the response which key has the post office as value, okay, this one, name is the post office name, branch type is subdivision, sub post office, main branch office, like that, district, region Hyderabad. So here post office names we want to list down. So name, we need to check name. In the response, if jp dot get text equal to name, okay, so name we are checking, then next to it, that is the value of the name, jp dot next token, then after get the text, jp dot get text. So all the names let us add to the list of string type post offices equal to new list of string type dot add this to the list. Add this name to the list. Okay, this is static method and this is non-static variable. So let us take this as static. Okay, visibility issue. After ending the while block, while loop, system.debug Post offices with the pin code so this is the pin code as follows. System.debug this one. Okay. So in JSON, each one is a token. This is one token. This is another token, like that. And this is called token text. Get text method gives this title. So here, if this is a token, it's this token text is name. If this is a token, this token text is input. So what we did? So we checked for name, then we moved to next token, and its text input we picked and added to the post office list. So that is what we did. So again, it will check for another name. Again, move to next token, and its name it will pick. Okay, let's see now. So here you need to pass the so 52502032. Okay, again same issue. You need to authorize your
URL.
point. Okay, this is the endpoint.
Okay.
Only domain it will register there. Though you have given a complete URL, it won't register everything. Postal API. Okay, if you save it. Okay. Here it won't accept the gaps between characters. See, once you saved only the domain, it takes, it registers. Rest everything it will remove. Okay, let's see now. So we are hitting that API from Apex code and getting the response. You can see here. So all the post office names we captured. Okay, post offices with a pin code. These are as follows. If we change the pin code, 524201. Okay, you can see 524201. It gives these details.
Okay.
So this is from the API actually. Say postal API gives this facility. So you can embed this API anywhere in your application.
Okay.
So to test integration APIs, we can use Postman tool. To check the response. Okay.
Okay.
see here. Let's new request. So here you need to make the call out. So get what type of request it is. Get, post, put. These are all HTTP request types. So in real time, mostly get or post will use or patch sometimes like
Okay.
that. So get just fetches the details
Okay.
from that API. Post, you have to pass the details to that service.
Okay.
In the body, you have to mention the parameters kind of thing. You need to pass the details and then call, that is post. Okay. So with the post, what happens? It creates a record in that environment,
Okay.
third party application. So from here you are creating the record. A patch means it's a update updated version. So what to be updated, in the JSON format you will send, in the body request body you will send, like that, these things. So get is nothing but fetching from the API. You are passing in the URL and then you are fetching. You are not sending anything to that API. Okay, let's see here. Here it will display the result of that API. See, this is the body. Okay, this is the response body that you receive.
Okay.
So direct you can check the APIs whether working or not. If it is not working in your program, then you can directly check here APIs. Okay. So this is how you can check the API and how to make a call out to the um, third-party applications API. So now let's see how to make a service. Okay, HTTP service that is called a REST resource. Setting up the REST resource, okay, from Apex. So in Apex, using Apex, you will create a component which actually behaves like a API endpoint URL. That endpoint URL you can share with a third-party developer, application developer. They will hit your URL, whatever you shared. Then they can make changes in Salesforce with that. Okay.
Okay.
So what this REST resource will do? This generates endpoint to make actions in Salesforce by other system, other application. Okay. Call out they are doing. They are actually calling your URL, and your REST resource will take that request and do the changes in Salesforce. So in earlier case, they provide us the URL. They will tell what type of request it is, and then accordingly we'll make a call out. Now, using REST resource concept, we are giving them the URL so that they can hit that URL from their end to create records to update records in Salesforce, to delete records in Salesforce, like that.
Okay.
Now let us see. So create Apex class. REST resource. Okay, REST resource example. So here we'll use one annotation called REST resource, and then URL mapping. Okay. Create case. Create case. This is the URL. Some standard format will be there. After that, after standard format, we have to put this create case. Then this behaves like a API endpoint. Okay, that needs to be hit by the third-party application developers to make changes in Salesforce. Then, what changes that you will specify here? What type of request it can handle? In that, HTTP post request, global static. This also should be global static string. Okay, call me. Then after string case subject string case origin string case priority. So these details they need to pass because they are making a record creation action post. In the post body, they need to pass case subject, case origin, case priority, these details. And they need to hit this URL. Then, so with these details, so we'll create record in Salesforce and send them the JSON response. To send them the JSON response, system.json generator type variable JSON create generator. Okay. So this is pretty type. Here we have the pretty option, right? Same this one. We are creating JSON for third-party application as a response from our side. So we are making this pretty. Pretty means beautifully. We'll arrange the response and then whenever they hit, they will get the JSON response nice.
Okay.
So that is true. JSON creator generator true. Okay, then after try catch will use try catch exception E try with whatever the details they are sending. With those details we need to insert a case. Try insert case. If it is successful, Then in the JSON response, we'll send success information. This is success, and this is the case ID, like that, some information. Okay. So for that, we'll start writing the JSON. JS start write start object. Okay, this is the beginning of the JSON and ending of the JSON. Ending of the JSON will have write end object. In between, we'll write the details, success information. JSON write string field status equal to success. Okay, if it is failed, then in the catch we'll send as failed. So some exception occurred, that's why status will send as failed. If you want to send other details, you can send. Let us take these parameters and create the record. To create the record, you need case C equal to new case. Okay, case type variable you have taken. And C dot subject equal to your setting from the parameter. C dot origin, case origin equal to case origin from the parameter you are setting that value. Then C dot priority equal to you are populating priority from the case priority. That's it. Okay. Then after it is expecting string to be returned. So let us return string from here. So end of the method, return JS. Return JS in the string format. So you need to convert this as a string and then send. So for that, what you need to do. So this is a JSON generated type, object type variable that you need to pass as a string. String JSON string equal to JS dot get as string. So this is the method which makes that JSON as a string format, and then return this string. Okay. So now let us see, let us test this whether this is working or not before giving this to the client, the third party other application developer.
Okay.
Where they need to integrate this. So for that, we have the tool called Workbench tool. So log into this Workbench tool. Okay. So to which org you have connected now? So that is correct org only. BC Guru org. So this is BC Guru sandbox. Okay. In the utilities, we have the REST Explorer. Use this one. And here select the post because the REST resource provides the post service. This REST resource provides us the post service.
Okay.
In the workbench tool, select the post and then remove this. After services, remove everything and put apex rest / that URL, whatever there in the URL mapping. Use this URL here. Okay. It is expecting some body. In the body, they need to pass these details: case subject, case origin, case priority. These details. In return, they will get the success or failed information in the JSON. Whether record creation succeed or failed, that information you will receive in response. Okay, if you want to send more details, then js.write string field, js.write string field or id field. We have id field also. So case id, p.id. Okay. Success, case id. Yeah, this much enough. Then we are write string field. Unable to create case. Okay, like that. Okay, comma is missing.
Okay.
Now let us send the request to that URL endpoint. Exactly should match with this parameters.
Okay.
Case subject in the JSON format. Whatever you are sending, that should be in the JSON format. Case subject. It's a string value here expecting. Mobile is not working. Okay, we have the case origin, phone. After at the time of giving the endpoint, will tell in this format you have to send the request. Otherwise,
Okay.
no. Priority high, like that. Then execute this. Okay, JSON parser error. expected character, double quote to start name. Okay, single quotes, double quotes. So that should be double quote, not single quote. That is the issue.
Okay.
Okay, see here. So this is the response. This is the response that received. Click on show raw response. Then you can see the JSON result response.
Yes.
Status, success, case ID. So if any exception, then it won't. It will give another response. Suppose if I'm
Okay.
not giving case origin, if I'm not passing the case origin, then what happened? Case origin it is taking without case origin also. I think it is updated. Yeah, in all cases, it is working actually. Okay, it created in all cases. So this is case origin parity. Yeah, look like it is working in all cases. So not getting that failed status. Okay. So this is how you can set up the. So in case if it is failed case creation, then definitely you will get this response, failed response. Okay. So
Okay.
try only working in our case. Try block only working. That's why it entered the try and it is not entering the catch.
Okay.
So if it enters the catch, then it will give the error message. This one. Yeah. Yeah. That's about it. Um, so making a call out to the third party application endpoint URL and also making Salesforce to disperse as a URL and hand over to client. So what we'll do at the time we are communicating, we'll give this URL and ask them to send the request body. Okay, in the specified for the specified attributes, they need to pass the details. Then that will generates the records or updates the records in Salesforce.
Okay.
Like that. Okay. Yeah. So suppose you would like to make this get, then let's see, suppose HTTP get global static. Okay. String get me. Okay, here string keyword. String keyword. Then list of case is equal to select name from case object where name like that keyword. Percentage percentage keyword percentage string query. This is a query. Then after list of case type, case is equal to database dot query. Okay, they do not support the parameters. In that case, I'll change my query. Okay, so whenever same URL is called, but method type is get, then it should return the all the cases. Okay, all the
Okay.
cases. So for that, this one, JSON generator. List of cases. For all cases. Name. Then after string field C dot name. Name does not exist. Object. Case number. Case number, case subject, these details. C dot case number, case subject. So with those details, I'll send the response. So whenever same URL is used, and that is a request type is a get. Execute. Okay, error code. Request failed. Okay, here we didn't request that field. Which field? Case number. We tried to use that case number in the JSON, but that field is not queried. Without querying for that field, we utilized that field. That is the issue.
Okay.
Now let us hit null argument. Somewhere, wherever you are writing the JSON, we have null values, subject or case number, null somewhere. Okay, that is the issue. So you need to write only in case if case number is there. If case number is present, then only not equal to null, then only write this value. You are writing the JSON for null value. That is wrong. So you need to first check whether value exists or not, then only write. Again, null check for subject. Null check for subject. Subject. Okay. If case number not null, then write JSON for it. If subject is not null, then only write JSON for it. Hit now. Okay, now we have the result. This is the output. Case number, case subject. Next,
Okay.
case number, case subject, like this. JSON beautifier. JSON viewer. Okay, we have different tools to see JSON. Okay, I think due to this these extra lines, it is not displaying in proper order. Okay.
Okay.
So it indicates next line, all these things. Okay. Yeah. So for get a request, no need to pass parameters in the body. Just hit that. Then it will check that REST resource. Okay, you are hitting the create case REST resource. In code, it will check where it is available. This one. This class is this URL. This class is identified by this URL. In that class, it will check whether get method is there or not. HTTP post, this one, it won't call this because that is a get. Here it is, get, HTTP get method. In that method, what is written? It is querying for case number and case subject and returning all the records found with case number and case subject. That's it.
Okay.
So this is get request and post request. Those things. Yeah. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that's all for today. So we'll continue tomorrow. We'll see how to test this Apex by writing the Apex test class for this integration class. Okay, that we'll see tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay, then bye.
Bye.
See
Bye.
you. Bye.
Yeah. Bye.